This is the Filipino coastal city of Tacloban after the typhoon. I'm left stunned by the scale of destruction I pass on the trip downtown from the airport. What I've seen in other places hit by Haiyan was bad enough, but it can't compare to this. Here, the storm raged without mercy. Haiyan hit with wind speeds of over 300 kilometers an hour. As if that wasn't enough, it provoked a huge storm surge too. The simple wooden huts which once stood here had no chance against the meter-high walls of water. They were washed away, with many of the people who lived in them. Amid the ruins, I come across Nelda Loto. She's looking for her brother and his wife.
This is the place where they live, and we are still looking for them. We cannot find anywhere up to the present time, so we came here. But I live in Manila. I'm looking up to the present, our brother.
Pero nakita na.
We don't know where he is now.
There's very little left of her brother's house. The same goes for most of the other buildings. No one knows how many of the dead are still buried under the rubble. But the stench of decay tells us it must be quite a lot. Bodies are being uncovered every day. Roel Colima is one of the men carrying them away. He and his colleagues have recovered 40 bodies this morning. Men, women and children. Everybody is labelled for proper burial later and then interred in a mass grave. The authorities are worried about the threat of disease. Workers like Roel Colima are being pushed to their limits.
You know, we are firefighters. We were never trained for this, but we have to do this job. Although this is the most difficult part of the job that we are having here, but we have to do it. In this way, we can help the people here, and then we will show to them that we care.
Roel is from the neighbouring island of Mindanao. Emergency workers have been sent to Tacloban from all over the country. And they're deeply moved by the fate of the town.
Of course, you will be thinking, well, what will be the future of this place? The people who live here. What will be their Christmas looks like? Their New Year. They will still be celebrating those days. Perhaps you will wonder also. But I think at the end of the day, we have to move on. There's their life ahead. So why would you focus on the past?
It seems many people think like that. It's the only explanation I can find for scenes like this. Young people laughing and joking, playing the guitar in the middle of death and destruction. It's almost defiance, now more than ever. Now we're a good 100 kilometers away from Tacloban, in the north of the neighboring island of Cebu. Typhoon Haiyan raged here too. And while it seems the whole world is concentrating on Tacloban, people here lack food and water. I come across a large crowd in this village. The inhabitants have heard that an aid shipment is on its way and are standing patiently in line. A short time later, a truck arrives. I'm surprised and impressed when I hear that this help isn't from an organization or the state. Ordinary people from the south of the island spontaneously gathered supplies, packed them onto a truck and set off for the north. The organizer explains how it happened.
Mostly these are donations from more affluent families, and even the people in the middle class. They give whatever they can. It's either volunteering their time or a portion of their daily allowance of what they actually spend. So this is where you can see, the bayanihan spirit, what the Filipinos call the bayanihan spirit, wherein whatever little you have, you still share with others.
The aid that's come may not be exactly what's needed, but it's still a great help.
We feel very grateful for those people who's coming here to help us, because you can see a lot of people here really needed help.
In the nearby town of Bogo, the first delivery of international aid has arrived a week after the typhoon. An Israeli army medics unit has set up a field hospital on the grounds of a local clinic. And as many as 300 people a day are seeking treatment.
I came here for my baby because she is sick and she vomiting last night, and she did not eat breakfast and lunch. And today she has fever. It is because we don't have a house to live. Our house is totally damaged.
And a lot of people are suffering injuries because of the rubble lying around everywhere. This man was repairing his roof and sliced open his foot after falling 4 meters.
A few minutes, I'll finish with the previous patients and then we'll stitch. We'll need to stitch. It's okay, it's okay. Stitching. It's not a complicated wound.
If they're left untreated, wounds like this can get infected and even become life-threatening. But there are some happier stories too. Emilon Antigua gave birth to a baby boy in the Israeli field hospital. She's named him Israel.
It's the simplest way to say thanking to him, and we will never forget that.
The airport of the provincial capital Cebu is serving as a hub for aid flights to the typhoon-hit areas. It took a tortuous number of days until the machinery clicked into place, and that earned the government a lot of criticism. Cargo aircraft from all over the world are standing at the airport ready to help the Filipino Air Force. I return to Tacloban with the relief workers. This warehouse is one of many distribution points in the region. Workers pack 25,000 aid packages every day. Camilo Gutmalin from the Department of Social Welfare said the authorities couldn't have reacted faster.
If you can see the scale of the disasters, 275,000 families that you will be serving, it takes time to reach all at the same time the affected families. But on day one, on a Saturday, a day after the typhoon, DSWD and other national land agencies came here in Tacloban from Manila and started distributing relief goods.
The government has promised to support the massive task of reconstruction.
This can be for a long haul. A lot of people were displaced, all houses were damaged. So it takes time for them to recover, months, even years. We will not let go until people will be able to stand on their own feet.
The government has also promised around 230 million euros. But will the money really get to where it's needed? Here in downtown Tacloban, people aren't waiting. They're rebuilding their own houses. And the markets have reopened as well. People here say they won't let the catastrophe defeat them. And I learn a word which best explains the attitude of the locals.
John Cena.
What does that mean?
John Cena never give up.
Life has to go on, and it will, somehow. I felt this spirit of the people again and again during my time in the Philippines, and it's left a deep impression on me. Haiyan caused enormous destruction here and wiped out many lives. But the typhoon has not broken the will of the people to carry on.